Hi, guys. It's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. We made it through the weekend barely. We barely made it through the weekend. And now it's Monday. Let's go. So I got I miss Christophino. I know he's not the favorite judge, but I love watching Christophino. He is this is the law. This is what I'm gonna do. I don't care about all that other stuff. This is the law. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I do for everybody. This is what I'm gonna do for you. Dog died. Mom got run over by a pickup truck. Nope. Doesn't matter. This is the law. This is what I'm going to do. So I got 3 clips from Christophino today that we're going to watch because I missed him. And then we're going to hop into Judge Fleischer's courtroom. But first, ladies, tell me something. If you need a shirt, right? And you go to the consignment store and go to the clearance rack and you get a shirt because you need a shirt, right? Or even at Walmart and get a $2 shirt from Walmart because you need a shirt, right? And then, like 2 weeks later, you actually go pick out a shirt that you want in your style, full price from a real store, and you buy that shirt. And then you say the words, "This is the first shirt I've actually bought for myself in a long time." Is that statement true or is that statement false? Now, I didn't ask the men because I already know what the men are going to say. But the answer is clear. You don't get to count $2 shirts that you had to buy, whether you like the style or not, because you needed a shirt. And you got them from a clearance rack and a consignment store. No, they do not count. No, but if you go to a real store and buy a real shirt, even not on sale that you picked it out. That's the first shirt you bought in a while. I don't care what Fuzzy says. Not only that, one of our chatters was trying to talk me into not streaming this morning. Get him. That's not girl math. It's just not girl math. Not. If you were broke, men, if you were absolutely broke, right? And you had to get a car for a new job. And Uncle Bob offered you one for $500. Your last $500, you get this car from Uncle Bob. All right? You get your job. 2 years later, you go to a car dealership and you pick out the car you want in the color you want with all the little gadgets that you want. You don't say to yourself, "Oh, well, I just bought myself a car 2 years ago." No, you didn't. You did not. You got a car that you had to take in the circumstances that you were in. It doesn't count. No. So listen, if you want beer, right? You go get your regular beer. If you can't because you don't have enough money for your regular beer and you buy Natty Bows, listen, that's not treating yourself to beer. It's just a drink. You need a drink to live, so you got Natty Bow. But then, Fozzie, you go splurge on your Miller Lite. No, cheap beer does not count as going to buy yourself, the beer that you want. So, the moral of the story is I'm right. Fozzie goes and buys himself root beer and then says, "Yep, that counts. That counts as beer. You already bought yourself beer. You don't need no more. You got root beer earlier." Oh, trying, guys. Yeah, that was the joke. It's Miller. It's just water. Everybody needs a drink. All right, let's start with Christophino, shall we? There's three. You know what? I'll go in terms of how long it is.
State of Indiana versus Dakota Holt. Mr. Holt, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm under the pains and penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, sir.
State your name for the record.
Dakota Holt.
Show the defendant appears in person from the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Kenzie Bowling, State of Indiana, in court.
I mean, seriously, I hate these freaking puffy sleeves. I hate them. This is not me buying myself a shirt.
By Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Don Pitzer. Elkhart County Community Corrections violation. Go ahead, Ms. Bowling.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Holt is prepared to proceed with an admission today.
Mr. Holt, you want to admit that you violated your placement at Elkhart County Community Corrections?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that the state must prove any alleged violation by a preponderance of the evidence? You're entitled to have a trial in open court, just like you're having right now. You're entitled to be represented by counsel at all stages of the proceeding, just like Ms. Bowling is representing you now. You're entitled to subpoena witnesses at no cost to testify on your behalf, and you're entitled to confront and cross-examine any witnesses that testify against you. Are you telling me you understand those rights? You want to waive those rights? You want to waive your right to a trial and admit that you violated your alternate placement at Elkhart County Community Corrections?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know what the violation is? You want to make a factual, Ms. Bowling? I'm trying to
Sure.
find it. Go ahead if you've got it.
Dakota, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go back to
Every stream, I feel like turning the camera off and changing shirts. I want my big baggy t-shirt back on.
October 11th of 2024. You were instructed to obtain a substance abuse assessment. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had that substance abuse assessment scheduled for October 15th of 2024. Is that correct?
I do believe so, yes.
Of October 17th of 2024, ECCC is stating that you failed to comply with obtaining that assessment. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
You did not obtain your addictions assessment. Is that correct?
Not in the time frame of which they wanted me to, yes.
Not in the time frame. Have you obtained that addictions assessment?
Yes, ma'am. I did. I ended up going the following Friday. I went exactly 1 week late. Got my dates mixed up.
Hey guys, I wasn't reading chat while I went off on my rampage. Did I win that fight?
Understood. Nothing further for factual, Judge.
Mr. Pitzer?
No, thank you.
Court finds the defendant waived his right to trial, admitted they violated the terms of his placement at Elkhart County Community Corrections. Specifically, he was ordered to obtain an addictions evaluation, and he failed to do so in a timely manner. You want to do arguments, Ms.
Yes,
Bowen?
please, Your Honor.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. According to my calculations, Mr. Holt has only 50 actual days remaining under this cause number. He has been deemed eligible for Michiana Community Corrections, and he does have he has stable housing in a home free from people who are addicted, and he also has a job lined up. He also intends to continue going to AA and NA meetings and continuing to correspond with Oakland.
What's his credit time? Do you know? He has 55 left. How many days does he have?
I think it's 50 left. Sorry, Judge. 353 plus 34.
353 plus 34?
Yes, because he's been in custody.
387?
Yes. might be wrong.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I've been locked up in the Elkhart County Jail exactly 30 days. I don't know if that'll help. I was locked up on.
That doesn't help. That doesn't
Oh, okay.
help.
Okay, I do
That's the
apologize.
problem. I think we got to get a credit time memo, don't we?
I think that would be helpful, Judge.
I'm drawing a complete blank for Judge Kopkow. Judge Kopkow. Who is Judge Kopkow? I'll find him if you want me to. I know. Do you know what state he's in? I'll look around for him. Polly, I'll look around for him.
Your Honor, I also have an issue to ask about.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere near done yet. Because I'm not sure. Well, I think we got to get a credit time memo because I'm not sure. The problem is he was on community corrections. So he's going to have time that he's credited for that we're not going to know without doing a really specific calculation what it is. And one I'm not going to take time to do right now. Okay, anything else, Ms. Bowling?
Not for today, Judge. Thank you.
You say he's only got about 50 days left with credit time.
Found him. Yep, I can get him easy peasy if he streams. Thank you, Heather.
Okay.
Based on the violation petition.
Fozzie, what did Heather just say? Fozzie, do you see what Heather just said?
In his current sit. It does say time remaining to be served, 84 actual days. That was as of the filing of the petition. He's been in custody since October 18th.
He's in Weld, Kelly. He's in Weld.
Yeah, and he's got his earliest expected release date is January 9, 2025. Thank you, Ms. Boyd. Mr. Pitzer.
And I apologize if I'm confused, but I show a first violation of probation petition supplement filed under F5 256 in June that alleges the use of illegal substances.
Yeah, that was resolved back in June, which led to Mr. Holt then being on detention.
It is never
Hang on,
good.
wasn't it? I thought
Never, never, never good when Judge Christophino stops and looks at something that long. No, Fozzie, my phone is
it was right here that
upstairs
was done. Maybe
and my feet will not let me go get it.
I'm wrong. Wait a minute. Let me look. July 11th, 2024. I signed an order, violation of probation. He admitted,
Yes.
and I put him at Elkhart County Community Corrections. I mean, here's what I remember, Mr. Holt. I remember at the time thinking, I wanted to send you to the Indiana Department of Correction. You didn't have enough time left. I mean, I'm just going to be candid. You didn't have enough time left. I didn't know whether you'd get transported. And if you did, I didn't know whether you'd qualify for anything. That's why I put you at Elkhart County Community Corrections. Other questions first, Mr. Pitzer.
No, and I apologize for my confusion on that.
No, that's okay. Well, you don't apologize. Look, Mr. Holt, let's be clear. If you would go someplace and not violate, nobody would be confused. You know, I mean, you're someplace for a very short period of time, you violate, you get sentenced on that. You go someplace else, you're not there very long. Here we are. We're back in court on another violation. The letters written on your behalf, everybody sounds wonderful. It's you I'm concerned about. Here we go again. I think your family's wonderful. It's you I'm concerned about, Mr. Holt.
Your Honor, my only,
Weigh in a second. I don't hear arguments, Mr. Pitts. What's your thought on this?
well, my thought is that if he did have more time pending, and he's been given a chance and potentially another chance, I think the case actually was pled to a lesser, if I looked at it right, which is fine. If he had more time, I think
I don't understand. Wait, simple math don't violate. Oh my gosh, that's really smart. Why doesn't he just not freaking violate? Or, okay, let's say he can't not violate, just like Fozzie can't not violate. What if he just spread out his violations for more than like 2 days at a time? Maybe that might work, Jim. Maybe. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and set the bar where he can hit it. Don't violate for 3 months.
he might be somebody who
Hi, Lisa.
would benefit from the drug treatment and the shock value of going to the Department of Correction. To the extent,
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that 100%.
to the extent he doesn't have that much time, maybe the shock value of being in for a short amount of time right now and whatever the court's going to do will have some kind of an effect on him. I'd certainly like to not see him again.
What are you suggesting I do, Ms. Bowling?
He is approved for Michigan Community Corrections. He did obtain that addictions assessment, Judge, and he plans on corresponding with Oakland in his recovery treatment now that has been completed. As the court can see, he does
Don't worry, he's going to talk soon, guys.
have a lot of familial support. He's got a job lined up and a place to stay. Given the limited amount of time he has remaining, I was suggesting to place him on Michigan Community Corrections for the remainder of the 50 days.
Will Elkhart County Community Corrections take him?
Eligibility report from July 2nd, I believe it was filed, or around about there, July 1st it was filed, and he was eligible for both home detention and work release through ECCC. Given that Mr. Holt hasn't committed any new offenses, I would assume that he would still be eligible.
Well, I don't know because he violated there. That's why I'm asking.
If the court feels more comfortable, since we're already ordering a credit time memo, we can also order some evaluations from ECCC.
I want an evaluation of Elkhart County Community Corrections. I want to know if you're eligible. I'm going to set this over. I'm not concerned about the credit time. The credit time I might not get for 3 or 4 weeks, Ms. Bowling. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about whether, because the other thing is, look, let's be clear, Mr. Holt. Me putting you on Michiana Community Corrections is like rewarding you for violating.
It's not jail, it's community corrections, so they can, and then they can send them directly to prison.
Elkhart County Community Corrections. I'm not going to do that. I've already told somebody else today. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I know everybody thinks I'm turning soft. I don't know if I am or not. I'm trying to do what I think is fair. I can tell you this. I'm not putting you on Michiana Community Corrections. That's not going to happen. So the choices right now are, I mean, I could order you back to the DOC. Let me see. They're taking about 3 months, give or take, to transport people. So guess what? You'll serve your sentence here at Elkhart County Jail before they get you transported. I mean, Mr. Pitzer knows that. Ms. Bowling knows that. We all know that. I just think I'm going to be able to swallow this a little bit better, Mr. Holt, if I know that if I put you at Elkhart County Community Corrections, they're going to take you. I don't think you have enough time to qualify for work release. I'll tell you that right now. I might be wrong, but I don't think so, because you had to have more than he's right now got 50 some days.
Yeah, that was my understanding too, Judge, which is why I didn't request an eligibility report, but I do think it's prudent to just see. Thank you.
And the next time you can all just say, hey, Judge, what we said last time. You don't have to go through the whole argument again. Just say, Judge, what I said last time, and then remind me what you wanted me to do. Let's look at time to come back.
I know this is an unorthodox judge, just wondering, because he did plead to a Class A misdemeanor theft, if PCCC might be able to complete this by next Wednesday.
By which Wednesday?
The 27th. And I know that that's expedited, but I do think it would be fairly simple review.
You got a thought on that, Ms. Pitts? I don't know. I mean, I don't have a clue. I don't know. Mark this. Cost coming on for hearing on alleged violation of alternative placement in Elkhart County Community Corrections. Defendant appears in person from the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Mackenzie Bowling, State of Indiana, in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Don Pitzer. Defendant waives his rights and his right to trial and admits violating his placement at Elkhart County Community Corrections. Specifically, the court finds that the defendant did not timely obtain the addictions evaluation he was ordered to get. Court orders Elkhart County Community Corrections to provide the court with an eligibility report. Court orders Elkhart County Probation
Yeah, I
to
saw that.
prepare a credit time memorandum. Court advises Elkhart County Probation it does not need the credit time memorandum by the next hearing date. Court resets this matter for further dispositional hearing November 27, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. It is so ordered. I'm going to see you back here in 1 week. If I got an eligibility report, we'll do something. If not, you're going to get to have holiday Thanksgiving at the Elkhart County Correctional Facility. Good luck, Mr. Holt.
Rude.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. That's Mr. Holt. He's all kinds of messed up, and the judge was like, just knock it off, and then you won't be so messed up. We're all messed up because of you. And it's hard to get them messed up in this courtroom because they're so, like, they're put together. This is not a crazy court in any way, shape, or form. All right, now we go to Mr. Smith.
Anthony Smith, you there, Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
Great. (20C01 2305 F5 112) State of Indiana versus Anthony R. Smith. Mr. Smith, you want to raise your right hand, please? You swear affirm under the pains and penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give.
Donald, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you know how big, Bill, how big is Fozzie's head going to get now? He's going to be intolerable. That's all right, Donald. Me and Bill are going to let Fozzie know. CJ, help.
It will be the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name for the record.
Anthony Ryan Smith.
Show the defendant appears in person for the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Matthew Johnson, State of Indiana, in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Don Pitzer. You're here for sentencing today, Mr. Smith, because you pled guilty to intimidation, a level 5 felony. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Credit time is 75%. In other words, you got to do 3 days in jail to get 1 day of good time credit. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions of the court regarding credit time?
No, Your Honor.
You understand you waived your right to appeal your conviction and sentence in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your attorney, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, corrections or amendments?
We had no corrections.
Mr. Pitzer, any corrections or amendments?
No.
Pre-sentence investigation report is approved as filed. Arguments. Go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a stipulated plea agreement for the court's consideration. We're asking that you sentence according to the plea agreement. Mr. Smith This is an odd situation where Mr. Smith wrote an intimidating letter to Judge Cataldo, who was presiding over his mental health cases. Mr. Smith, since being charged and therefore coming to Elkhart County from Logansport, after becoming competent, is doing much better. He's been, since the beginning of when I met him, very remorseful and willing to take responsibility for what he's done. His mental health is much better now.
I won't. You have to get yourself a refund. No, I won't.
Than when he was in the Department of Mental Health. He's doing well
Thank you, Fozzie.
Under the supervision of the mental health people at the Elkhart County Jail. He plans to continue on with his treatment through Oaklawn. Once he's out, he's extremely prepared for what he wants to do, at least in writing. He has lists of things that he needs to do in about every single situation, and he has a good place to go. He would prefer to go to be on MCC. His grandmother does have the money for him to start that, and his family is ready for him to go and be.
I don't know that I'm going to do that. I'm going to listen to what you say. Talk about that a little bit
He's not old. Come on.
more.
Okay.
Besides just grandma has enough money that he can go to Elkhart County Community or Michigan Community Corrections. I suppose Elkhart County Community Corrections. And Mr. Smith, I'm going to want you to talk about that a little bit too. Go ahead.
So what his plan is, he has a cousin that he plans on living with. She's willing to open up her home to him, being able to then be in a family environment as opposed to being around other individuals involved in the criminal justice system. His family's very willing to help him out as far as in every way, in his living situation. As well as hoping to get Mr. Smith into a job. He's hoping to work at either Cracker Barrel or Dollar General, maybe both. As he's talked about to me, while he's been in Elkhart County Jail, he has been doing certificate programs as well. He's done anger management and thinking for the future. But as far as the Mr. Smith is going to need help, is the bottom line. He's going to need help from someone, and his family is best suited at this point to do that. He doesn't have a lot of family, but he does have a cousin and his grandmother. His grandmother has been involved, calling me and trying to figure things out for Anthony. I guess, does that answer the questions?
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Pitzer.
Other than our concern for this case being, in our eyes, extremely serious, I do not have commentary.
Mr. Smith, what do you want to tell me before you get sentenced?
Your Honor, I understand that I was wrong and I want to take ownership of that. If I know I can't tell Judge Honorable Cataldo that I'm sorry in person, but I would like you to know that I am way better now and that I am sorry for my actions and my behaviors, and I take responsibility for that. I hope that the court can forgive me, and I want to say I'm sorry for taking your time today to come see you and get sentenced and just this whole issue, Your Honor.
Well, thank you for your comments, Mr. Smith. First of all, I'm sure that victim witness assistance will convey your apology to Judge Cataldo. I don't talk to her about this case. It would be completely and entirely wrong for me to do so, even if you and Mr. John.
Just so you know, I am not 100% sure. There's a very good chance I'm wrong, but there's also a very good chance that I'm correct. Judge Cataldo, you know the courtroom that looks like hell? We just did a trial there. Was it a trial? Yes, it was a trial. I think that's Judge Cataldo.
And Mr. Pitzer said it was okay. That would not be okay in my mind. I just wouldn't do that.
Okay.
You know, as you know, Mr. Smith, my life is very compartmentalized. You're in one compartment and Cataldo is in a compartment far, far away from you. You know, you're going to have a no contact order in place.
They do Zoom courts in the bathroom.
While this is going, while you're under the supervision of the court, you can't have any contact with Judge Cataldo. Now, tell me why you want to go to MCC as opposed to Elkhart County Community Corrections.
The reason why, Your Honor, I would like to go to MCC is because I have a guaranteed job set up. I have the place where I could go.
Jim, do you want to help Fozzie out? Why don't you just stop being wrong then?
Set up.
Where's your job?
My job would be working at Cracker Barrel, and my cousin also has been talking to the people that work at Goshen Avenue Dollar General to get me into their store as well, so that way I would have enough money to be a stable person. And I also plan to get a psychiatrist and a therapist from Oaklawn. I plan to do right.
Mr. Smith, why does it have to be Michiana Community Corrections instead of Elkhart County Community Corrections? Why can't you do all of that but be placed through Elkhart County Community Corrections?
I thought MCC was house arrest, and I didn't know it said electronic monitoring on my plea.
Elkhart County Community Corrections is either work release or home detention.
Oh,
But
well,
they also run home detention. Look, I want to say something. I want to make a statement. I don't often do this, but I'm going to do this for you, Mr. Smith, because I want to hear what you say this. I'm going to make a statement so you understand where my mindset's at. And then I want you to respond to that, you know, appropriately, you know, not inappropriately, but respond appropriately and give me your thoughts. So here's where my mindset's at. I agree with Mr. Pitzer. Threatening anyone is a serious offense, particularly a judicial officer. I mean, that's really, really serious. In my mind, you ought to be going to the Indiana Department of Correction. So do you understand why the judge might say, you know what, I want to put you at Elkhart County Community Corrections where they have both work release and home detention, as opposed to putting you at Michiana Community Corrections that only has home detention? What's your thought about that?
I understand, Your Honor, and I do take responsibility for the negative action. I just know that I'm going to need a lot of help.
Today, I'm not going to end the stream as soon as you walk in, another Smith. I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer.
And I don't know about being in work release will help, because I've talked to some guys in the jail, and they say that it's not easy at work release, and sometimes the case managers there, they don't help you as well.
You thief! I can't believe that you just admitted to stealing that right a international channel like this. Interpol is coming to get you.
As your own family would, and that is a reason why I've been asking you to go to MCC to get on house arrest, so that way my family can help me be an adult, because I've been away for my whole adult life, and that I would have to learn how to be an adult and grow up, learn how to do job applications, learn how to get my own ID, learn how to do things that I have to do to be an adult, so that way I can learn how to be an adult. And that's why I was asking if I could get MCC for my family to teach me how to grow up and be a man.
Your Honor,
This guy
Let
infuriates
Mr.
me.
Johnson talk for a minute, because you haven't really given me a reason why I wouldn't do Elkhart County Community Corrections. In my mind, your family's going to be able to help you there, just like if you were at Michiana Community.
Gee, you stole from the gift shop. You just didn't even steal from the table. That's worse. That's capital.
Corrections, so long as you're not placed in work release. Go ahead.
And I think you just hit the nail on it.
Yeah.
You just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Is that the plea is specific for electronic monitoring. And as long as we're not talking about it doing that, that was just, he's eligible for both. So
No, he wants to be a
usually when
man.
someone has a preference from whatever, for whatever reason, that's why we're asking for it. So if the court would like to do Elkhart County Community Corrections on electronic monitoring, I'm sure that he'd still willingly participate in the program.
Yes.
Anthony R. Smith, I now sentence you pursuant to your plea bargain agreement on intimidation, level 5 felony to 6 years at the Indiana Department of Correction with 2 years suspended and 2 years on probation
Don't tell Eileen that.
at a level to be determined by probation. The remaining 4 years, you are alternatively placed at Elkhart County Community Corrections on home detention. And the level is to be determined by Elkhart County Community Corrections only after you've been placed on home detention. Defendant's order to report to Elkhart County Community Corrections the first Wednesday following your release from custody by 6:00 p.m. I believe that's going to be next Wednesday, which will be the 27th, if I'm correct. Yeah, the 27th. Don't be there at 6:01 or you'll be late. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
Can I ask the courts how much money I need to bring to get hooked up? So
I
that way
don't know. If you were
$350.
doing Michiana Community Corrections, I knew. I don't know Elkhart County Community Corrections. You're gonna have to check with them.
Okay. And so it is gonna be house arrest though?
Okay, so Mr. Smith, keep talking and you're not gonna get that.
Okay, I'll
Keep
stop.
talking and you're gonna go not even to where you think you're going. So stop talking, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's get through the sentencing and then see if you've got
Ladies, did you hear that? Worked? That worked. He said that and it worked.
questions. Let's go back. The remaining 4 years, you're alternatively placed at Elkhart County Community Corrections on home detention. The level to be determined by Elkhart County Community Corrections only after you've been placed on home detention. Defendant is ordered to report to Elkhart County Community Corrections the first Wednesday following his release from custody. I believe that will be November 27 by 6:00 p.m. Get there at 5:30 so you're not late. Defendant's ordered to report to probation within 3 business days of your release from custody. You're ordered to pay court costs. I'm fining you $4,000. I'm suspending the fine. You're ordered to
Yeah, remember it was the jujitsu guy. Wasn't that was Christophino? Remember the jujitsu guy? Was it the jujitsu guy? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Christophino.
pay a $200 public defender fee to the clerk of the court. I find that you will not be indigent because you're going to be employed while you're at Elkhart County Community Corrections and while you're at probation. I'm admonishing you, the law does not allow, and this court will not incarcerate you for failure to pay fines and costs if in fact you're indigent. I order you to provide a DNA sample at your cost pursuant to statute. I order you to have a mental health evaluations and addictions evaluation through Oaklawn and to follow through with all recommended treatment. I order you to have a mentor, sponsor, or recovery coach in place during the entire time that you're under the supervision of the Elkhart Circuit Court. I'm ordering you not to contact the Honorable Teresa L. Cataldo, the victim in this case, during the entire time that you're under the supervision of the Elkhart County Circuit Court. And let's just be frank, Mr. Smith, it would be wise if you never contacted Judge Cataldo again. That is only going to get you in trouble. I'm giving you credit for having served 499 days in actual custody plus good time credit per statute. Your bond is released, the appointment of the public defender's office is withdrawn, the order of commitment is entered, you're remanded to the sheriff. Now, before I start dictating the last part of this
Melon.
as to what my staff does, do you have it?
Oh, why didn't he say the last melon? He had it right there, right in front of us. I'm so disappointed.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. You understand what I did, Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
I know I withdrew you. Obviously, if Elkhart County Community Corrections doesn't follow this, you're going to have to get in touch with me. I had one today that they did not follow, and here we go. That was Mr. Bolin. Cost coming on for sentencing. Defendant appears in person from the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Matthew Johnson, State of Indiana, in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Don Pitzer. The pre-sentence investigation report is approved. Court hears arguments on sentencing. Court hears a statement from the defendant. Defendant sentenced pursuant to the plea bargain agreement on intimidation, level 5 felony to 6 years at the Indiana Department of Correction with 2 years suspended and two years on probation, a level to be determined by probation. The remaining 4 years, the defendant is alternatively placed at Elkhart County Community Corrections on home detention, and the level may be
We don't talk to fact checker.
determined to other than home detention only after Elkhart County Community Corrections has placed the defendant initially on home detention.
We shun him.
Defendant is ordered to report to Elkhart County Community Corrections the first Wednesday following his release from custody by 6:00 p.m. Defendant ordered to report to probation within 3 business days of his release from custody. Court enters a no contact order between the defendant and the Honorable Teresa L. Cataldo. Defendant given credit for having served 499 days in actual
Second.
custody plus good time.
I'm 100% sure now. Teresa Cataldo is the courtroom that looks like you're in hell with all the wood and dark. That's her. That's who he harassed. He harassed our judge, guys. This guy right here sent a harassing letter to our judge. And now he's getting nailed for it.
Credit for statute. Bonds released, appointment of the public defender's office withdrawn, the order of commitment is entered, and the defense remanded to the sheriff to be released upon receipt of this order. So here's the deal. When they get my sentencing order today, tomorrow, Friday, today or tomorrow, Monday at the latest, they're going to release you. Okay, Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you're going to report to Elkhart County Community Corrections Wednesday and to probation 3 business days after your release. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Okay.
You bet.
No more harassing judges, people. One more.
Mr. Wagner, raise your right hand.
I absolutely fell asleep recording this. So, I mean, it says 28 minutes, but that's just when I woke up. It's really, I think this one is a really short one. But I don't remember because I fell asleep.
And you swear or affirm under the pains of perjury that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, sir.
State your name for the record.
Ronald E. Wagner.
Show the defendant appears in person from the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Christopher Peterson, I should say. State of Indiana in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Don Pitzer. Mr. Wagner, this matter comes on for sentencing. You having pled guilty to count 2, possession of methamphetamine, a level 3 felony. Is that your understanding?
I thought it was dropped to a level 3.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Count 2, possession of methamphetamine, a level 3 felony. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Peterson.
Yep, may I approach? Can I, here's some hard copies of certificates.
Didn't I review these already?
I don't know if,
Hang on, I thought I saw these.
It's never good when
Nope,
Judge
weren't
Christophino
filed,
looks.
okay. Okay, so I'm somewhat confused because isn't this a stipulated plea?
if there's free to argue placement.
And you think this would be what would get him
We
to
shun him.
community corrections? Is that right?
I guess I'm hoping, plus we also would argue if it gets DOC time, we're free to argue for RWI, purposeful incarceration.
Yeah, because I'm reading as 12-year total sentence, 8 years executed, parties are free to argue placement, and RWI, purposeful incarceration. 4 years suspended, 4 years on reporting probation. And I took that to be the executed portion could be community corrections, or am I wrong on that?
Yes, Your Honor, it could be DOC or community corrections.
So that's why my
never
question is, this is as to community corrections, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Plus, I think you might be entitled to some educational credit.
You'd be wrong on that statutorily. I just had the hearing yesterday. Listen up, Mr. Wagner. I know you think that's the case. Maybe that's what the law ought to be. That isn't what it is. Read the statute. It is really clear. I can do this. Did you get your GED? Can give you credit time
Watch your language, fact checker.
for that. Did you get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree? Give you credit time for that. I can't even give you, some courts are giving credit time for MRT. I could slice your time. I can't give you educational credit time. Mr. Peterson's smart enough. He's not going to argue for educational credit time. He's going to argue that I should somehow, I can't reduce it because it's stipulated, but he's going to argue where I should place you for certain periods of your sentence.
Don't worry about what's behind the curtain. Close your eyes for a second.
That I can do based on this. Okay?
I understand that.
Okay. Let's get back to this. Credit time. It's a level 3 felony. You got to do 3 days in jail to get 1 day of good time credit. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's at this point, Cha would call me a professional. She's not here.
Any questions of the court regarding credit time?
No, sir.
For the record, Mr. Peterson, on behalf of the defendant, filed a number, I'm going to treat it as one exhibit, a number of certificates of completion of programming while incarcerated, including MRT and substance abuse, anger management, just a number of different rehabilitative programs. You understand that you waived your right to appeal your conviction or sentence in this case?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the pre-sentence investigation report?
Yes, sir.
Did you review it with your attorney, Mr. Peterson?
No, but from what I reviewed, what I read on my own, I looked through it 3 or 4 times. It seems to be correct.
Mr. Peterson, can you go forward with, in light of not having reviewed it with him?
Yes.
Any amendments?
No.
Mr. Pitzer, any amendments?
No.
Pre-sentence investigation report is approved as filed. Arguments. Go ahead, Mr. Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Even though it's a stipulated plea, I guess I would like the court to consider as mitigators his history of physical health problems, mental health problems, significant substance abuse problems. The TCU drug screen shows a low risk in terms of drug abuse, but then Mr. Wagner, and he's talked to me and also the PSI, indicated that he has a severe substance abuse problem and that he was using methamphetamine daily. So he is, and also in the PSI, he is eager to get substance abuse treatment. And to his credit, I'd also ask as a mitigator.
We shun fact checker. Pretend they're not even here. We shun them. Uh-oh. I just got in trouble. Did you hear the beep?
That not only did he complete both parts 1 and 2 of the substance abuse education, but MRT and other programs. I think he would be a good bet.
Okay, now we shun Fozzie too. That's it. That's it. That's it.
For community corrections, especially since the IRAS score, interestingly, is moderate. So I think under that, the court could consider community corrections. He's eligible for
all
both
Fozzies. All
work
of them.
release and for home detention. And speaking with him, I understand that he has what he needs to be on the outside to be successful. Community corrections, like a place to stay, he can get a job, he'll have support from family and friends.
You could, but I suggest you lean forward like this. Keep your legs way back.
So he'd like to have the opportunity to, he's been in custody for a significant period of time, and he
My damn nerves. That's what he's testing today. My damn nerves.
like the court to accept the plea as submitted and consider community corrections. The court does not consider community corrections. Again, he is eager to take care of the substance abuse issues, and if he is going to be sent to the DOC, we would ask the court to consider recovery while incarcerated, purposeful incarceration program, where I assume he'll be successful and he'll be able to modify it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peterson. Mr. Pitzer.
The short argument is the state's position would, the state would prefer and is asking for DOC, and RWI seems palatable in this case.
Thank you, Mr. Pitzer. Mr. Wagner, what do you want to tell me before you get sentenced, please?
Well, it took me 17 months to get into the program unit that I'm in. I tried steadily for 17 months to get in because I know I have issues and problems that I need to be able to address. And being in the program that I've been in, completing all the different things that I've completed, I've realized there are a lot of places and things that I didn't realize that I didn't know. And I found that there are quite a few places that I can get help that I didn't even realize existed. I know that when I get to some type of a community corrections program, I want to try and get in someplace like Life Treatment, Heritage, or Oaklawn so that I can get the benefit of the help that I can get from the
Sentencing. He's being sentenced for whatever crime he did. I'm sure they said it, but I wasn't paying attention.
those type places.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner. Ronald E. Wagner, I now sentence you pursuant to your plea bargain agreement on count 2, possession of methamphetamine, a level 3 felony, to 12 years at the Indiana Department of Correction with 4 years suspended and 4 years on reporting probation. Excuse me. I order you to be placed in purposeful incarceration immediately. The court will consider a sentence modification upon your successful completion of recovery while incarcerated and provided that you have no conduct violations. I order you to report to probation within 3 business days of your release from custody. I order you to pay court costs. I fine you $7,000 and suspend the fine. I order you to pay a $200 drug interdiction fee. I order you to pay to the clerk of the court a $200 public defender fee. I find that you're not indigent because you're going to be employed on probation. I'm admonishing the law does not allow, and this court will not incarcerate you for failure to pay fines and costs if in fact you're indigent. I order you to provide a DNA sample at your cost pursuant to statute. I order you to have an addictions evaluation
Ain't nobody saw nothing.
and follow up with any recommended treatment. I give you credit for having served 822 days in custody and good time plus good time credit for statute. Count 1 is dismissed pursuant to the plea or bonds released. The appointment of the public defender's office withdrawn. The order of commitment is entered. You're remanded to the sheriff to carry out the executed sentence. I think you need some inpatient, serious treatment like you get at recovery while incarcerated. Get through that program successfully, no conduct violations. Then we'll talk about community corrections, Mr. Wagner. Then we'll talk about community corrections.
Yes, sir.
Cause coming on for sentencing. Defendant appears in person from the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney, Christopher Peterson, State of Indiana, in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Don Pitzer. Pre-sentence investigation report is approved as filed. Court hears arguments as to sentencing. Defendant gives a statement as to his sentencing. Pursuant to the plea bargain agreement, defendant sentenced on count 2, possession of methamphetamine, a level 3 felony, to 12 years at the Indiana Department of Correction with 4 years suspended and 4 years on reporting probation. Defendant ordered placed immediately in purposeful incarceration, and court will consider sentence modification upon the defendant's successful completion of recovery while incarcerated and provided.
Okay, it's just the rest of the sentence. And he talks fast and he goes on and on. Yep, meth. That's what it was, Jim. You're 100% right. You got nailed for having meth. But he's got nailed for other things before. That's why he got nailed so hard. Before we go back in time to Monday, and I know I just said that we are going to Monday in Judge Fleischer's courtroom, and I know I just said we are going back in time. We're still going to get comments. So this was last Monday. This is not today because today didn't happen yet. We're watching Judge Fleischer from Monday. I can't explain it any more than that, nor will I answer any more questions about the date of this clip. So tomorrow, nope, not tomorrow, today, in 2 hours. Sorry, what time is it? 5:30. 2.5 hours. I'm doing a special stream. Hey, another Smith. Thank you. Wait, I got to see who got green. Come on, Sue. Come on, Sue. Come on, Sue. Hey, Debbie. Now, Steven. No, Sue. Anyway. Good job. Yeah, I got to thank him. Monday. Yeah. So there's that lady at work I've been telling you about, Tommy. She's not gonna wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So I'm doing a 9 a.m. stream for her. I'm playing an epic clip, but you've all seen it before. So please don't feel like you have to jump in to the live stream in 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, whatever. No, 2.5 hours. Go to bed, whatever. I should be done with it by Judge Fleischer's court. I mean, I don't know, because he starts whenever he starts. So I should be done by 10, which is 9 a.m. his time. Unless I stop and talk. But, oh yeah, I gotta download that intro, Fozzie. Fozzie made her an intro. So we're gonna do a little bit of Fleischer, and then I'm gonna stop this stream, and then at 9 o'clock I'm gonna have a completely different stream. So go to bed. You've seen it. I promise you, you've seen it. Yeah, I'm talking. I'm a talk. It's talk show. This is now a talk show. All right, this is where we ended on Monday. We did not get far on Monday. We only had like 30 minutes of Judge Fleischer on Monday. So here we go.
Now, Mr. Postel, do you have a lawyer today? Sure, one more time. Okay. Your case is getting old as well. It's time to get on it.
You know, it takes work to behind the scenes before I can actually do a stream. I know I make it look like I don't work because everything goes perfectly.
One more time?
Yep.
Judge, next is page 32, Ramirez.
Just, hey, wait,
come on
wait.
up.
Can you give me a second, will you? I'll be right. Just give me a second.
I picked this spot and Judge leaves. Yep. Thank you, Judge.
Aviles?
Victoria.
Do you have a lawyer today?
Sir,
Tell me what you're doing about that.
well, I lost my job, so I'm right now trying to find a lawyer to work with me.
How do you support yourself?
Sir,
How do you support yourself?
well, right now I'm still spending what I did have left over. I can't work because the defendant goes to my job.
That's what I heard.
So I wouldn't work. My job basically let me go because the person keeps coming up to my job, creating a scene.
Who's the complaining witness in this, Alex, on Spence?
All my hours. That's how many hours it takes. All of my hours. The only time I am not working on my next stream is when I go to work. And then every once in a while I sleep. But normally when I'm sleeping, I'm getting videos while I'm sleeping. So I'm working.
Gated relationship.
I don't remember a Donald in there. Was there a Donald in there?
Yes, Your Honor. So I believe
What were you doing?
Which one was Donald?
So what are you gonna do now?
I've been looking for new jobs.
Did you call the police when this person keeps coming?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because every time I have an altercation with the police, I don't. So
But if you're doing nothing wrong and you're at a place of business and she just keeps coming there, you've got a bunch of people that you're working with that can corroborate what you're saying.
yes, sir.
You know?
Just like last time, I went to jail, I got my tooth knocked out by the police.
What,
So I don't want to call the police. I just avoid it at all costs.
if you're doing nothing wrong, you're working, you've got a bunch of people that are there to corroborate what you're saying, there's nothing to worry about.
That's why I'm on bond.
Sorry?
I'm on bond right now.
Okay, I understand, but if you're working, someone's coming to harass you,
I mean, if I'm not safe in my own home, let's work. This case happened at my house.
what,
So
I think we're having two different conversations here, Mr. Spence. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help
I
you out
feel
here,
you,
but
Judge.
I avoided it because I didn't want to deal with the police, so I just left.
so you just left what, work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they didn't fire you, you just left.
Yes, sir. Well, he said, he was like, until this case is dismissed, then you can return back to work. He's like, I can't have her coming up here creating these type of scenes.
The problem I have, Mr. Spence, is that, you're working at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, your 11th case. How many appointed lawyers have you gotten on all those cases?
I paid for most of my lawyers.
Really?
Yes, sir. Actually, all of them, actually. Except this last one with the felony.
The last one, no. Appointed lawyer.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer now?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Let me see if I have an application.
And I was told by the other lawyer that my paperwork downtown, like whenever they took me to jail and made me fill out that paperwork, was completely wrong.
Here I have that you make $9,000.
No, sir. I wouldn't be here if I did.
All right, I need you to fill out a new application for me then. I'll take a look at it and we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, be honest on it. Be honest, don't just put zeros. Okay, all right, you mind?
Madam Judge, next is page 37. Go ahead and sign. Zellars, Harry.
And Victoria handling two things at once.
Good morning, Mr. Zellars. Do you have a lawyer today?
Sorry.
Tell me what you're doing about that.
I already got one. I'm making payment.
Don't cheat if you already know. But now we get to guess which country. I'm going with the UK. Did I cheat by saying UK? Is that the only place they call them bins? I'm sure CJ calls hers a bin too. I'm positive. I'm positive, right? Security, right? All right. Guess the country. Robin, you're going to have to tell us if we're right. I know France doesn't call it a bin. That's probably a sacre bleu. Judge runs his channel. Oh, no. Judge Fleischer TV is just a random person. No affiliation with Judge Fleischer at all. Do they call them bins in Canada? UK. Boom, 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 boom. It's a BIUN, Fozzie.
Arrangements.
Okay. You want more time?
Yes, sir.
Happy to give it to you. You're gonna head on over to Victoria. We'll have you sign a receipt. Okay.
The UK is epic. How can you say it's a giant bin? It's amazing. Don't be hitting us with rubbish. It's a trash can.
Council for recess.
Okay, come up, this one.
You know, I really hope you take advantage of this because, you know, not many people are entering into this program, and people who have a hard time just getting into the program, I'm telling you, we see them really, really quick, even after they're admitted. I really hope that you take advantage of this because I'm telling you now, if you end up with a DWI conviction, it's going to hose you for the rest of your life, not to mention the cost associated with everything. It'll be hard to get a job. It'll be hard to do anything in this life with a conviction on your record. So you need to do everything in your power to make sure that you make it work. I hope that this is enough. You understand me? Okay. All right. So we'll do it. We'll reinstate it then tomorrow, and then she'll be entered into the program tomorrow. And then I hope everything goes well.
Good, thank you.
Okay. All right. Please just take a seat for me. $5,000. It's Rubio Hernandez, right? It's Hernandez Rubio. Yes, sir.
There was no ding on my channel. Nope, no messages.
All right, we're going to do probable cause in your case. Mr. Sanchez, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You speak English, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Charged with interference with emergency request for assistance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Okay.
Your Honor, I apologize. The internet's not working. I can't load any cases right now. That's like every court.
I'm trying.
They don't show the bondsman posted. You have to talk to the bondsman.
That was extremely bad ASMR.
Can you notify my mom? I was so with the problem.
Hey. Are we waiting? Are we waiting on
There
this?
is a- All right.
Yeah.
Been having a lot of problems with it.
She told me she paid it yesterday.
Off. Don't use the county internet. Or can you not?
Don't use the county.
Possible? No, I guess you can't.
I think we have
Yeah.
to use that.
Something with the server.
Wait, please see if that helps you.
I need to.
I guess.
Complaining witness. Usually with these types of cases, there's a complaining witness. You know, that's why. You're slowing down demand that goes at 100 miles an hour.
Very sorry for the delay on this.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine. It just.
I'm all right. I think I might be able to pull it up for you. Right.
No?
Okay, Judge, I have it.
Got it, wonderful. All right. What's the word, Thunderbird?
All right, officers were dispatched to a residence where a female caller provided a listed location and disconnected the call, sounding frantic.
She doesn't
Upon
live in the
arrival, the
address.
complainant
No,
stated
need
that
to
her
talk to her.
boyfriend had snatched the phone out of her
Listen.
hand and hung up, knowing that the witness was making a call to 911 for an emergency. The officer was able to confirm with the witness, the complainant, that the phone number used to call dispatch was her phone number. The complainant stated that the altercation started due to an issue with the phone. She said they started a fight over the phone but she was able to retrieve it and she called 911, gave the address, but then that's when the defendant took the phone out of her hand and hung up.
There's no assault.
I'm not seeing one, though, Judge.
Do we know whether she wants to have contact with him?
I can see, Judge, every tab takes a few minutes to load.
Judge, no contact is fine, Your Honor.
Do you know the relation of these boyfriend, girlfriend, ex? Okay.
They don't live together, no need.
So Mr. Sanchez, don't have contact with this person. I'm entering a protective order.
Yes, sir.
So that
I don't want no contact with.
it's, Ms. Martinez is a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person.
No problem, sir.
Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.07 of the Texas Penal Code.
Yo, that was directly to Victoria. I feel he just yelled at Victoria. Judge, you can't do that. Your life's in danger if you do something like that. You have no idea. You have no idea who you hired. Victoria, it was me. Blame me, not the judge. Please, Victoria.
So this is the stalking statute. You can threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. You cannot be in possession of a weapon. Have they done anything with the felony bond yet? You're on bond for a very serious felony case. You're looking at up to 20 years in prison. If I were you, you better have a halo over your head, because if not, they're going to revoke that bond and then you're really up the creek.
I'm on bond already.
I know, but they haven't revoked it. They haven't done anything. That's mine because he picked up a new case. That's normally what happens. So we'll leave your bond as is. I don't know if you're going to bond out. If you do, don't have any contact with this person at all.
Yes, ma'am. She was so Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll have you sign this condition. We'll have you sign that, and then you guys are good to go. Do you want to be set after the felony, Mr. Gold?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, done. All right, guys. Good luck. Mr. Sanchez. Hey. All right.
Was it just no contact, Judge?
I'm gonna have him monitored, so no dope, no alcohol, because he's got that case upstairs.
Judge, can you go over those conditions one more time?
No contact, no weapons,
I would owe 10
no
bucks.
dope, no alcohol, random testing. Thanks. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being patient.
Judge, I'm wondering how you want to handle Daniel Frazier.
Got him. Do you mind?
Daniel Frazier.
Come on. Come on, Steve.
There you go, Judge. I recommend you don't. I was wondering if we don't expedite it, so just learn to just, like, how long does it take all of this? Because it's gonna be second or third.
How is he now? Is he okay? Really? Is he?
He doesn't want to receive treatment without receiving mental health treatment first. He says he suffers from depression and anxiety. He failed to be able to focus while receiving his drug treatment, which was one of the frustrations that he experienced while there. And so I don't think he's going to be a very good candidate at this stage, based on what he's sharing with me.
Oh, wow, they charged him with the felony too.
Yeah. He's in a 338.
It takes a while, right?
It does.
At this point, we're stuck anyways. There's nothing we can do anyways, you know? I mean, good morning, Mr. Fleischer. How are you? I'm happy to see you, you know? You look good. You do. The bad part about it is they filed on you because of the absence. So now you're looking at that time. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. I'm not letting you go. I'm just gonna keep you close for me until forever. I'm not letting you go. I'm gonna keep you with me. And I agree, perhaps, you know, with the mental health caseload might help. Unfortunately, the bad part is that we can't do anything until upstairs resolves. I really hope that doesn't just kill us down here, you know, meaning that if they, you know, if they put them on a deferred upstairs, it might just, it'll consume us.
We'll have a new judge soon, up there, Judge. That's my only concern.
You gotta be careful. He doesn't play.
Sir?
Judge upstairs doesn't play.
Yes, sir.
You know, we care about you. We want the best for you. We really do.
Just give me that name, please. I want that name so badly.
Mr. Fraser, you know, and I'm not letting you go. I don't care what happens upstairs, and I hope that they don't just willy-nilly knowledge, you know.
So I have this friend at work who I just think you guys will love, and I think that she will love you all. But she's not waking up at 4:30 to come to a stream. Nope, 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 it's not happening. And I think right now she needs people a lot. Like, you know how everybody's life has been going lately in this chat. It's been heavy, it's been harsh, it's been hell. She's going through the exact same thing. Hard. So I begged her to come and meet you guys. Begged her. And I finally, no, she's a hottie. And I finally got her to agree to come today in, I don't know, 3 hours? What time is it? 2 hours to a stream. However, you don't have to come to the stream at 9 o'clock. I'm telling you now, it's a video that you've already saw. It's an epic video. It's one of my favorites. And that's what I'm going to play for her so that she can see what our court videos are all about by showing her the best of the best of the best. And then hopefully some of you show up to chat with her. See, Sandra, imagine you're going through the worst of the worst of the worst that you can imagine. And then you find this chat. Yep. That's what I'm hoping for her. I would do anything for her.
But I don't know what's going to happen. I guess at this point, we'll just keep it. We'll roll it with the felony. We'll see what happens. Do you have a lawyer up there already?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who it is?
I don't. I'm not able to get into that case yet.
John Lewis.
Okay. Mr. Lewis. Mhm.
And it looks like the felony is set for 12/5. We'll
Yes,
see
sir.
it after, and then we'll just, we'll see what happens. And
Yes, sir.
that's something that they may explore upstairs, the mental health case. But Deb, understand that you're looking at a lot of time now, and you're with a very, very no-nonsense judge up there. So the way that you and I have had dealings with for the past, 3-4 years, you try that up there.
All
you're
right,
looking at
up
10
there.
years.
Okay, let me tell you what I see up there. Okay. I literally have access to hundreds of Harris County. All right, 100 maybe not hundreds. I mean, I never really counted how many. It's just a list. And not all of Harris County streams, okay? But I don't know. If I try to find upstairs for you guys, which I can do, it's a commitment because it's normally trials. It's not clips like it is here. I would have to get the trials of Harris County. So it's probable, not possible, but probable I would get the people that have passed through Judge Fleischer and moved on to the next stage of their case. There's just two reasons. There's two reasons why I haven't been going after that. Number one is their trials. They're long. They're a week long. They're 2 days long. And that's a commitment. And number, because it's live, I can't rewind it. I can't fast forward it. So I have to build my life around this trial and make sure I don't miss any parts of it. And I can't just set it to record and walk away because that's not how it works. You have to press play when they come online. You have to be there. You have to look and watch and wait and see. And it's not automatic. Second reason is audio is just not great. Okay. Sarah says trials are boring, so I'm going to get more trials. That was easy.
10 years.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
Okay, all right, we'll see you the day after.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Judge. Thanks.
Oh. If you want to,
Okay, thank you.
I need to know whether he qualifies. No, I mean, if it was done a mistake, it was done a mistake. Right. Eric Ramirez, come up. Your appointment was done in mistake.
That's what I understand, but I'm,
So,
yeah,
no. We don't give out
Right,
lawyers
I
like it's
understand.
candy. No, you have to qualify, Mr. Ramirez. The appointment of Mr. Elick on your case was done by mistake. Yeah, you need to go hire a lawyer. Of course. Stop, don't say anything. Don't. Just don't. Of course, we'll give you more time. We'll give you 30 days, but it was done by mistake. You just need to go hire one. So, do we have bond on Mr. Ramirez? Do we need? It looks like there's a protective order. And there are bond conditions. Okay, remember, you're under bond conditions. This court, follow all the bond conditions. Otherwise, we have a place for you. We don't want to put you there. Follow conditions. All right, just take a seat here momentarily.
All new moderators have to find all the content that I'm going to use for a week. So, today doesn't count. I'll take care of today for you. But all the rest of all the content for the rest of the week is on you. You're going to have to go find it or I'm taking your wrench away.
And we'll have you sign a reset. We'll get you out. Okay? All right. Okay, Mr. Willick, you're off.
yeah, I understand.
Okay. So he's off, THA. And if you want to do it now, he's right there. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Craig.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Well, yourself?
Been a while.
Yes.
It's new.
I'm divorced. So I have this
I don't, is that could be a
newfound,
thing that could,
well, it's 80% good.
that's good.
Yeah, I have a daughter, but other than that, it's good for me, but it's not the best for her.
That's right. It always affects someone else, and it's tough, but just shower her with love and then hopefully that'll be enough to work through the transition.
Yeah, and one day at a time helps. Yeah.
You got it.
So I was appointed a Mr. Spence this morning, Shaquan Spence. He's in the jury box.
Yes, you're welcome to take him, whatever you guys need.
Do we need to go over bond conditions?
No, he's already have them, so, and he knows him. He knows he's not supposed to have contact with her, no weapons, and as long as he can abide, then we're good.
Okay.
So you're welcome to take him, whatever you guys need.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. All right. Just have a seat. I'll get you set.
Actually, it's just one word.
Paria.
Hi, Judge.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Is my video on?
No, but it's
Give me
okay.
one
if
second.
You are.
Oh, okay. I'm hired on Jesus Gonzalez. It's a fugitive case. Day should be on his way up. I'm not sure if he's there yet. I've already been in contact with him this morning.
Yeah, she's not here yet.
Okay, then as soon as he gets there, I'll hop on about it.
Okay, and then I can
Thank
text you, when they get here, I got your number,
Oh, you're awesome. Thank you, Judge. I'll hang tight.
Sure.
Thank you.
James.
Judge, I'm approaching on Tony Kelly. The state is still trying to get a writ.
Order in the court.
Hi, Jay.
Where do you want to stand? Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. In life, when you take a half-ass result or half-ass approach, you get a half-ass result. And I know that it's always easier to just take it and just be done with it, but I'm going to tell you now, when you get a DWI conviction on your record, it will hose you in every way imaginable. Anytime you want to get car insurance, it's going to be 3 to 4 times what it would be to the average person. Insurance companies are so bad nowadays, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Do you have car insurance now?
Yes, I keep it.
Do you pay a lot?
130.
Okay, it will quadruple to quintuple if you end up with a conviction on your record. Not to mention, there's fines and fees from DPS to pay. Not to mention, you ever pick up another one, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. So you're the master of your own domain. You're still a spring chicken, so you probably got another 25 to 30 years of driving. I'm telling you, a conviction on your record.
Judge, no, Judge, why did you say that? Why? Judge, don't say that. Don't say that anymore, please.
But if you want to do it.
May I interject? The package is to Nathan Beadle.
Let me just tell you, he is not the master of his domain. No freaking way he is.
And I think he just got a little antsy. If we can go through the process, I want him to take the package. I want him to take the program because I know it's going to be beneficial in the end.
The only problem is you got to stay clean for a year. And if you can do that, the 2 classes, it gets dismissed.
Oh, come on, chat. None of you watched Seinfeld? One of the most epic episodes ever, Master of My Domain? None of you have seen it? This is crazy. This is crazy. I live in a bizarro world.
You avoid probably around $5,000 in fines and fees here, not to mention a lifetime of 4 to 5 times insurance. And it's probably not just car insurance. Your homeowner's insurance will probably go up if you pay homeowner's insurance. And anytime you want to get a car, you want to get a loan to get anything, they're going to look at this, they're going to charge you more. You're a liability. You don't have to make a decision now, but I'm telling you, anytime you have the ability to get something dismissed, you're winning. It's up to you. If you want to still set up her plea, I'm happy to do it, but get ready to pay.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Nathan should be ruling in a week or so.
Set off a week.
Yeah. Give it 2, I'm gonna be out of town for Thanksgiving.
2 weeks. Done.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. But if he wants to do the time served, he's got to do it next time. It's 210 days now.
Done deal.
So if you're gonna take it, you do it next time. But I'm telling you, it's a fool's errand to take a conviction when you can try to get this thing dismissed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Bell. Of course. Jay, Paria.
I'm here. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to figure it out on my phone. I apologize.
He is here, though.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Sorry, it's Francisco Gonzalez.
So Judge, we're here just asking for a bond this morning.
Okay.
Do you bring him out? I can't remember if you bring him out or if you just want me to start.
No, I want him to hear it. So I get just wait.
Okay, perfect.
I see what it is though, and
Well, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about though. So we can wait for him to get out there if you want, Judge.
But ouch. Are you Francisco de Jesus Guerrero Gonzalez? Sir, you are wanted out of Maricopa, Arizona. I want you to know that you're not here alone. Your lawyer's here with you, but she is on Zoom at this point. Your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond, but I don't know. I don't know anything about you, and I have to get to know you in a very short period of time. The way we do that is by looking how you are on paper, because that tells me a lot of who you are, what you wanted, and your prior criminal history. So, Dave, tell me about Mr. Guerrero.
Your Honor, he's wanted for 4 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, dangerous crimes against children, class felony 2. I spoke with Maricopa County Attorney's Office, and they state that they don't oppose him getting a bond, surprisingly. However, I have some reservations. I spoke with Pari about this. Is at the time he was arrested, is that he had an open flight to Mexico, and so regarding the severity of the charge and his ability to obviously leave the jurisdiction of America, is that I'd have reservations regarding his.
Well, we can always make him surrender a passport.
And that's what Pari was saying is him surrendering.
And I do have an update on that day, and I apologize for not telling you earlier about it. I can tell you now in front of the judge, but whenever you're done, I'll let you know.
No, I mean, that's if you want to.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Judge, here's the thing. I think the reason that jurisdiction's not opposed is because he's been under investigation for 2 years for this. And in fact, he already has an attorney there that I've spoken to. So normally in these scenarios, when you're working so closely with the jurisdiction, the times that I've done it here in Houston, out of consideration for the client and the attorney, normally when they end up filing the warrants, they let the attorney know. That's the reason that you get an attorney preemptively in the first place. I don't know why that didn't happen, but there's absolutely no reason to think he's not going to turn himself in. He's 25 years old with no criminal history. He went to college in Arizona State. Judge, when he graduated, he stayed there and he worked as the press secretary for the Mexican consulate. The reason he had the ticket, and I wanted to verify before telling you, is it was already booked. It was a round trip ticket. The ticket back to Mexico was set for yesterday. He would never buy a ticket while he's in custody to go to Mexico.
Was this a 2B or was this already an open charge?
No. It was, they literally just filed the warrant. He has been under investigation for 2 years. They just filed the warrant. And for some reason, they didn't tell the attorney he was working with so that he could set up a time to turn himself in, which they usually do. In fact, when she found out about it, she called when she found out he was in custody, and that jurisdiction told the attorney, her name is Melanie, that the charge is still unfiled. So I don't know where the misunderstanding came, but the warrant was literally just filed. If he knew about it, there was no way.
There's no misunderstanding. They're just, he had a flight, but they filed the case in between.
Right.
Exactly. So, and just so you know, Judge, so he got picked up on the flight in. Like, he came to the US on Thursday. He was set to go back to Mexico Sunday. And the reason for that, just so you know, is because just so you know, his mom lives in America. His stepdad is an ER physician. He's going to be staying with them. He will surrender his passport. But when he didn't know this was all going on, his biological father has 7 bakeries in Mexico. So he was helping his dad that's why he was in Mexico. But he has no issue staying here. He has family here.
I wonder if they bake galoshes in there.
He has ties here. He already has an attorney. So
Aria, we're good. We're good. Are you okay?
I mean, the demanding jurisdiction is okay with it.
You're right.
Like I said, I just have reservations regarding the severity of the charge. I understand what Claudia is saying, but if the demand jurisdiction is open for a bond, I just defer to the court regarding setting a bond.
Also, about the charges, one more thing about the charges. They read way worse than they are. I'm not saying it's an okay charge. I just am telling you that I spoke to the attorney, and that's the way they word possession of child pornography. I just want the court to know that this is not a case where there's actual 4 victims. That's their version of possession.
So I for me, at least, I want surrender of the passport.
100%.
And then we'll set a bond.
Would someone be here to surrender that now to the clerk's office, or?
Let me ask him where it is, and I can have someone there, because I don't know where his passport
So
physically
let's
is.
do this. I'll have him put back, and you can talk to him in the back.
Okay.
Let's figure out the logistics, and then we can come back and set the bond. But I'm not going to set it until I know it's been surrendered, someone else has possession of it, and then we can set the bond for you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
Well, because the other
What's
part, just for, I mean, more for the court, is that if there is an intention to set a bond, that I can let the demanding.
You're okay with it?
Well, no, just in terms of, I mean, like I said, I just have my reservations because of the severity of the charge. But regarding the bond, is that the demanding jurisdiction is about halfway into the governor's warrant. Apparently, they won the battle bad enough that they already started working on it, and so they're about halfway through. It's already got the process from the county attorney side, and so so that I can let them know if the court does set a bond, I can tell them to stop working on it, or at least pause it so that they don't put extra.
I mean, I'm okay with it if you are, and Paria obviously is, right? Because we need.
Well, let her talk to him, and then we'll circle back on the bond.
To figure out what the amount is, but first things first is the surrender of the passport, and then we go from there.
Do you want me to stand down? Do you want to reapproach today, or do you want to?
No, we'll reapproach today. Let me talk to him about where it is. It may be in his property.
I don't know. You mean master of my freaking domain? Is that the one you're talking about? Maybe.
If he was stopped at the airport, so let me figure that out, and I'll reapproach.
I got to approach with Abel later anyway, so I'll hang around.
All right.
Okay, I'll be quick.
I saw you admonish him too, by the way. So, okay. Anyway.
Just have Caleb Jones in your docket. I checked with pretrial. The labs are not back yet. She says it's taking about 5 to 7 business days.
They had it presumptive positive for the. Was it benzo? Barbiturates, that's what it is. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
But I have had a couple of clients in the last year that had positive cocaines that came back negative for the lab. So I just want to say I would prefer to wait till the lab results come back.
Okay. Do we know when that's going to happen?
It's supposed to take around 3 to 5 business days, but so far, it's been taking around 7 due to the heavy load that we've been taking in recently. So I don't expect it to come back until Thursday.
Let's set up a Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday, so Thursday's.
Thursday. Done. Okay. Thanks, Justin. Thanks for being patient.
Yes.
All right, Jimmy. Hi. In background bond.
On bond.
Give me the link.
This is
somewhere,
likely going to
and
work
I'll
out
post
today.
it.
I actually informed the wrong Cavazos to be in court. So the Cavazos for this case is not here. I am in touch with him. We just need a very short reset. It could be sometime this week.
Is it which one that you need here?
A different client that I have by the same last name, I informed to be in a different court by mistake. So my Cavazos for this case is not here. His appearance was required today. So we just need a short reset for him to get here.
So you're talking about Robert Cavazos, right?
Yes, sir.
How long do you want?
I'm out all next week.
It's 212. Can you do it this
Exactly, so it
week?
can be this week, yeah, it can be this week.
Pick a day this week. I don't.
Okay, we'll do.
Hey.
Morning, Your Honor. So you received the memo? Still blue suit?
I'm really
Oh, yeah.
sure Charlotte has.
How are you?
I'm approaching on Sheikh Mubata. We got some good news.
Great.
He's in compliance, so we're just approaching for a reset to extend his PTI.
The device is fully operational and no
Great.
alcohol virus.
Great.
And they wanted
All right, guys, I'm gonna find one more.
Let's do this. Let's set it for, okay?
I'm gonna go to
So
the
that we
end,
can-
It's not
near
in
the
the
end.
wind for so long. Okay.
Shush, I'm talking. I'm gonna go to the end and do one more. Nope, not doing one in a car. I don't want to hear bad connections and. No, I think I'm gonna go backwards here. I'm gonna go around here. There we go. This is it. This is our one more. This is our last hurrah for Judge Fleischer for last week. And now we get the new week. Oh my gosh. Miss Chloe, hello. Welcome. Did it sell? Did it sell? No, it's not on the market yet, is it? But it's almost on the market. Honey, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. Thank you for coming. And Miss Chloe, I got another. This stream is ending in like however long this next defendant takes, but I have another one starting at 9 a.m., which is for me 2.5 hours. It feels like I keep adding time every time I look at the clock. It's 2.5 hours from now, 9 a.m. Oh, it's empty. Nice. Ooh. Wow. That's awesome. Anyway, 9 a.m. I got another stream coming because I have a special guest that I wanted her to meet everybody, but she doesn't wake up early enough for that. But no one has to go to this next stream. It's a clip you've already seen. It's just so good. Just such a good clip. Call of Duty, only when my daughter forces him to. My son will play Call of Duty when my daughter forces him to. And then, I mean, he's really good. It's not fun playing video games with my son because he's really good. It doesn't matter what the game is. He just touches the controls and everybody's dead. And you know, you're just sitting there like, well, this is not fun. Not at all. So I just lost where I was going. It's because Miss Glow is here. I'm so happy when you're here. All right, this one looks fine.
Por favor, conteste a voz
She looks
alta.
so pretty in that dress.
Why are you here?
¿Por qué está usted aquí?
Me citaron aquí.
I was summoned here.
Why?
¿Por qué?
No sé.
I don't know.
I have here in front of me
Yo
that you
tengo aquí enfrente de
tampering
mí
with
que
the
está bregando
device.
con el aparato.
Este aparato nomás me lo movieron de aquí para el otro pie.
This
Allá en
device
la
was
oficina.
just moved from this leg to the other one there
la
at the
oficina.
office, at the office.
En la oficina. I have here that you were tampering with the device at 1 in the morning. Oh,
A la 1 de la madrugada.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
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 No. I have here different.
Aquí, algo
Sí,
diferente.
pero yo no he hecho nada.
No,
he
but I
hecho
haven't
nada
done
yo.
anything.
No he hecho nada yo.
I haven't done anything.
Nada. She tells me
Ella
different.
me dice algo diferente.
Sí, pero no he hecho nada.
I'm telling you, she won't have fun. He doesn't like take it easy if he's playing a girl. It's quite the opposite. Doesn't matter what girl, doesn't matter if they're crying. He's really not, and then he'll start screaming at her. You have to wear a cup if you're going to play with my son because he's just, I didn't teach him that. I play nice. I might have taught him that, but I didn't mean to.
No, but I haven't done anything.
Nada he hecho yo.
I haven't done anything.
Y seguro que no he hecho nada.
I'm sure that I haven't done anything.
He said they switched it. That's
He
all he
said-
knows.
Y lo único que
That
sé
they
es que le
switched it.
cambiaron de un pie a otro.
Sí, eso sí se lo cambiaron.
Yeah, they just moved them.
Es lo único.
That's the only thing.
Pero yo no he hecho nada. When are you telling me that they moved the device?
Que me dice que movieron ese aparato.
Hace como 2 semanas.
It's been about 2 weeks.
That's about right, Judge.
Tamper was a month ago, and they're just now getting us
Como un mes atrás.
tamper. I have here
Yo
that the
tengo
tamper
aquí
was
que, ¿verdad? Eso
on
fue
October
That dress really is so pretty, though.
18th.
el 18 de octubre.
Mr. Lazamorphin, I
Señor
want you to
Lazamorphin, yo
understand
quiero que
above
usted
all
entienda
else, do not consume
I wouldn't know.
alcohol.
Alcohol.
Do not consume.
I haven't drank any alcohol. Dígame.
I want you to listen.
Quiero que usted escuche.
I don't want you to consume alcohol. I don't want you to consume anything that has alcohol in it. And I don't want you to mess with the machine. If there are any more tampers with the machine, it's not going to go well. Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende?
Sí, yo lo entiendo.
Yes, I
Do
understand.
not put anything in between the machine and your skin. Make sure that clothing does not get stuck in the machine.
La máquina,
It is your responsibility to know what to do and what not to do.
él no puede hacer.
Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende?
Sí, yo lo entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
All right.
Está bien.
Sunuli, we'll continue with bond.
Va a seguir bajo fianza.
Just
Va a seguir, va a
admonish him
continuar.
accordingly. Any more issues?
Déjelo de acuerdo,
Y
que no
acá
tenga
tengo
más
que hacer lado
problemas.
y ahí no tengo.
It's just that I have it here and that's all. That's,
Okay.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Ms.
está
Moore.
bien, señor. Buenas suerte.
Judge, I'm approaching on Lawrence Flowers. He's in custody. I think that I was approaching because you picked up a new case and wasn't sure if you wanted to change his bond amounts, but I did want to let you know he has a parole hold. So either way, he isn't getting out. He was put on a TDC trip for felon in possession of a firearm back in 2023. And so he's stuck there on a parole hold.
So while he's out on parole, he picks up a theft, another theft. I guess he gets out again.
And a robbery, Judge.
Picks up a robbery
Yes, Judge.
in September. I guess that's not enough for a parole hold. And now he's picked up another theft and affiliate ID.
Well, sometimes I think parole needs some time to be notified. I'm not sure, but I've had people with serious felonies who, if only a short amount of time has passed, they don't get a parole hold. And then once more time elapses, they do get the hold.
Yeah, I'm no PR bonds in this case. Absolutely.
But would you
not.
like to set his bonds at, Judge? Because he has just $100 PR bonds right now. But I don't think he'd be getting out regardless, Judge.
He's got a federal hold.
Yes, Judge, he mentioned that as well. I actually forgot to mention that he has a federal hold and a parole hold.
Not only does he have a parole,
Right, he's got parole,
a federal parole hold.
he's got a hold coming out the eyes. So that's what I mean. It's just, what any bond you set here isn't gonna matter, Judge.
I just no PR bond. I can't believe it as it is. So 5,000 on both cases, and we'll leave it. No
5,000 on
PR
each,
bond.
Judge?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right.
I'm here this morning for Daniel Perez Garcia on his client Eduardo Garcia Ibarra.
You here for Dan?
Judge, he's stuck in hearings for
It's okay.
immigration this
Yeah.
morning.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's Garcia Ibarra, right?
Yes,
Okay. So are you can you do the attorney record form for
I
him?
will do that, Judge. I thought it was already done, but I'll get it done for him. Yes, Your
One more
Honor.
week.
I will get it done this morning for him. Judge, just quickly, I wanted to approach on behalf of the client. The client is wanting to see if the court would allow him to remove his curfew. He has both the curfew and the scram device. He says scram device, I totally understand. It's my second DWI. I will be compliant. I have been compliant. I did speak with pretrial this morning and they said, yes, he has been compliant. Mr. Garcia Ibarra has said he's has had both devices since he was arrested. So again, he knows it's your discretion, Judge, but he's asking, basically, he's had to cut back on hours, which he needs more. And generally what he's been doing before that was he'd go to work, come home, he'd work out at times, then he'd go pick up his child take his child with him to go work out. So they have more time together, Judge. So that's the reason why he's asking for the curfew to be removed.
Wow, guys, look at this. Okay. Okay, look at, just wait till you see this, guys. Holy cow. Okay. Whoever is chatting with me, I am like 2 minutes behind all my chats. Hold on. So that's the picture. Okay. See it? Oh my gosh. Here we go. That's what she made from that picture. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Rambo. We need one for Rambo. That's gorgeous. I'm stunned. I'm speechless at that. Here is the website. Oh, I'm not down at the bottom. I just missed all those text messages. Okay. It's fine. No. Whoever keeps texting me, I just told you, now I'm 4 minutes behind. I need 100. I know. She does more than that. Okay, so she has a picture and then she paints the picture. Exactly like it is, only better. It's so good. Her stuff is so good, elite even. Now, while I'm in the middle of my stream, I got some text messages, so I have to go check those. Victoria, will you please talk to everybody for a second? Because I have to go check text messages that came in during my stream. Fozzie, you might want to change your pants real quick. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I wanted to show you one more thing. I lost it. I was blown away. You really blew me away. I'll figure it out for next. Oh, gosh. Victoria, now I need to change my pants real quick. That was mean. I could hear your voice banging around. Okay, I'm going to show everybody on the big screen. Victoria, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep hitting my microphone too. That's really rude of me. I can't hear it, so I don't realize. Okay, this stream is done. I'm going to start streaming again in 2 hours and 27 minutes. Okay? You don't have to be there. Just a friend is coming and I wanted her to meet whoever's in chat. I just wanted her to meet whoever's in chat because when we go through some crappy stuff, chat is always there to make us feel better. And she needs to feel better. So I should be done by the time Judge Fleischer starts his stream. If I'm not, it'll just hit by minutes. But I should be done. I should be done before Judge Fleischer starts his stream. I'm gonna play a clip that you all have seen before, but it's epic. It's epic. So be good. No. The judge's stream doesn't start in 2.5 hours, it starts in like 3.5 hours. Or maybe 3 hours. So I should be good. I am absolutely not going to take a power nap because if I close my eyes right now, I will wake up tomorrow. And then I'll miss Judge's stream. We're done for now, Lori. I'll be back in 2.5 hours. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for coming out to watch Christophino with me. I won't play him again for a while. I'm going to try to get more Judge Reese if he streams this week. And I'm definitely going to get Cop Cow in Weld. I'll get him. If he streams, I'll get him. Because I know where he lives. Victoria, I hope you have a great day at work. I hope you're feeling better. I can't wait to hear your voice today. Oh my gosh. Guys, Victoria's voice was like, I don't know, froggy all last week. I can't wait to see what she sounds like today. We're all going to be waiting to hear what you sound like. Oh, and what you're wearing. But no. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Got these lights that goes digital dreams through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Her eyes hear a sky so blue. In her jokes, there's a truth so true. With extreme, she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Kathy's laugh